This is Rebecca, the Steampunk Planner. We have some fun little treats. Well, I got some fun little treats that I want to share with you. We're going to do a little backing up and break everything down. I just got these in, but you know I got these in last year and first thing this year. So this is the Coffee Monster Brown with Robert Oster ink, and then the De Atramentis document ink in fog gray. And I'm hoping it looks like this. I do believe I have swatched it, but I don't have that in front of me right now. If it's like this, it's a beautiful purple, and I'm going to be happy as all get out. And then I purchased from Esterbrook the Honeycomb Gold Trim, and this is the Needlepoint that I got. I had to remember what it was. Sorry, Needlepoint Estie. And with that, I received a code to get the sleeve, the Estie sleeve, for free. So there's that. And then the pen just fits right on in there. So that's great for in my purse. Let's get into this because I got the mail yesterday and have been like itching to get into this. And yeah, I'm going to break the box, I guess, because it does not want to let me in. And as you know, all of Esterbrook's pens come in this beautiful red pouch. I don't know if they changed the colors, mainly because I've only ever received this, but I think it's great. It holds up wonderfully. So this is the nib, the Needlepoint by Kirk Spear. So this is excellent that they put that in. I'm so excited to have that. I can put that in my memory keeping. All of Esterbrook's pens always come with a ink cartridge as well as the converter. Now remember, if you open it like this, it's not going to let the pen out. So you need to keep it closed. Get the pen out. And of course, their thank you card. We're going to go ahead and put that in because you know I don't use cartridges. I use the converters. So let's take a close look at this pen. It is beautiful. Look at all of that color. I'm actually considering or thinking about getting the blue Art Nouveau one. But seeing as my husband got this one for me, I let him make the decision on which one to get, and he fell in love with this one. So let's get this one open. They always unscrew, which is beautiful. And this one has the gold trim to it. They post beautifully. And what I love about the Esterbrook pens that I have found that I have loved is the weight of the pen is in the pen, not in the lid. You've heard me complain a few times that the weight is mainly in the lid and it makes the pen off balance. This one is not. It's beautiful. I love it. So let's get into the components here. The nib and the feeder are all one specific component, so they're together. That's that area. And then here is the converter. I'm going to go ahead and put the converter in. Make sure I'm actually pushing and twisting to make sure that that is well seated in there. And then I'm going to test the plunger, and it plunges beautifully. So what color I'm going to put? Ooh, I got to decide which one I'm going to put in here now. Okay, I'm going to do the Coffee Monster Brown with me. Did I make that decision? No. My girlfriend is here visiting, and she is watching me do this video, and she was like nodding her head, pointing to this one. So we're going to do this one and the honeycomb. Now, as always, as I've told you in the past, when you're doing this, you're going to need to draw up 3 times before you actually pull this in. So I'm going to, first off, grab a tissue. Make sure nothing is on the nib, and then have this ready to clean. So we're going to do this.
All right, I have adjusted it, and I'm hoping that you're able to see. I'm going to completely submerge the nib into here, and then I'm going to twist. You see how I caught air? And I can hear the bubbles. I'm getting air in the ink, so I know the feed is working. Still got air. Now this time I'm going to go slow. And I can feel it right there, it gripped, because the ink is flowing into it. You still want to do this slowly. If you move too fast, you're going to absorb more air than you will ink.
And I can see the stopper at the top. Don't try to bring it back farther than you need to. You don't need to do that. Wiping off as much as possible. You can see how much ink I actually got in there. So I got an amazing amount of feed. I'm going to turn this upside down so that I can clean my pen. I do not want to be wearing this. I love brown. You know I love brown. And I've been so excited to use this, but I don't need it all over my fingers. All right. Why did I turn it upside down? Because you're like, a lot of people are saying, no, it's not. You need to get it into the nib. You turn it upside down so that you can clean the nib. So the nib is not a mess. Because if you do it the right side or the nib facing down, what winds up happening is you just keep wiping more ink in onto the nib, and it just stays dirty. There is no cleaning it. So if you ever want to clean your nib off because it has leaked out or anything, turn it upside down, give it a few seconds, and then clean it off, and you won't make a big mess out of it. So now what I'm going to do, a lot of people will immediately start writing with it. I don't. I want to allow that ink to get into the nib. So I'm going to close up my bottle, and I'm going to get it out of my way so that I don't knock it over and make a mess on my desk, because yes, you know me, I've done that before. So we have my Sterling ink B6, and let's got my Raven ink blotting board holding its place for March. I think it's a great start to March. So I have not opened this until now since filling it. I want to see if this immediately starts writing or if I have to do a little bit of priming. Let's go. It starts up immediately, and I already love the feel of it. Let's get zoomed in. There we are. Okay. This is exactly what I've been wanting in a nib. So when I hold it up like this, it becomes even more refined. So amazing. So I did the reverse. So I'm going to put Estie in the reverse, and the reverse writes like an extra fine. And it's not too wet. It's beautiful. You know me, I can't really write and talk at the same time. And I will say the ink color is gorgeous. I hope you can see it. My looking at the screen, it looks almost black, but this is such a beautiful, beautiful brown. I'm loving. It's definitely a coffee brown. This pen is gorgeous. I love the needle nib on this. I have been wanting the nib for so long, I can't believe I have it. Steve picked out the honeycomb style.